Hello, my dear friends. You know, I was talking to my neighbor, Margaret, the other day. Lovely woman, just turned 65, and she said something that really stuck with me. She said, I miss feeling strong. Some days, just getting up from the couch feels like a workout. Now, if that sounds familiar, you're not alone. As we get a little older, it's easy to feel like our bodies just don't move the way they used to. Maybe you've noticed it's harder to bend down, or your energy fades faster than it once did. But here's the good news. Staying active after 60 doesn't have to mean long walks or exhausting workouts. In fact, there are so many simple, enjoyable ways to keep your body moving. No walking required. That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. I'll share 5 easy ways to stay active, boost your strength, and keep that energy up, all without ever having to lace up a pair of sneakers if you don't want to. And the best part? These are things you can start doing right at home, at your own pace. So, let's get started with the first one. Something so simple, you might already be doing it without realizing how good it is for you. 1. Seated exercises. Strength without the strain. You might be thinking, exercising while sitting down? Really? Oh yes, absolutely. Seated exercises are fantastic because they take the pressure off your joints while still helping you build strength and flexibility. And the best part? You can do them while watching your favorite show or sipping your morning coffee. Here's one to try. Seated leg lifts. Just sit tall in your chair, feet flat on the floor. Now, slowly straighten one leg out in front of you. Hold for a few seconds and lower it back down. That's it. Do a few on each side, and you're already working those muscles that help with balance and mobility. Another great one is seated arm circles. Stretch your arms out to the sides and make small, gentle circles. You'll feel it in your shoulders, and it's wonderful for keeping that range of motion. The key here is to move with your body, not against it. No pushing through pain, just steady, gentle movements that add up over time. And trust me, after a few weeks of this, you'll notice a difference in how you feel when you stand up, reach for something, or even just carry your groceries. 2. Chair yoga. Flexibility meets relaxation. Now, if you like the idea of seated exercises but want something that also helps you unwind, chair yoga is a game changer. It's all the benefits of yoga, stretching, breathing, relaxation, but adapted so you don't have to get down on the floor. Let me tell you about my friend, Bob. He swore he could never do yoga, bad knees, stiff back, you name it. But then he tried a simple chair yoga routine, and now he says it's the highlight of his day. One of my favorite chair yoga moves is the seated twist. Sit sideways in your chair, so one side is facing the backrest. Then gently twist your torso toward the back of the chair, holding onto it for support. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, see if you can twist just a tiny bit more. It's amazing for loosening up a stiff back. And here's the thing, yoga isn't about touching your toes or twisting into a pretzel. It's about feeling good in your body, exactly as it is right now. So even if you only do a couple minutes a day, you're doing something wonderful for yourself. A quick break to hear from you. Before we move on to the next few ways to stay active, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried seated exercises or chair yoga? How did it feel? Drop a comment below. I read every single one, and it's always so inspiring to hear your stories. And if you're finding this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. That way, you'll never miss our videos full of tips to help you live your best life after 60. Now, let's talk about something that's not just good for your body, it's a total mood booster, too. 3. Dancing, the joy of movement. Who says exercise has to feel like exercise? Put on your favorite song, maybe an old classic from your younger years, and just sway to the music. You don't need fancy moves. Even tapping your feet or rocking side to side counts. Dancing gets your blood flowing, lifts your spirits, and best of all, it's fun. You can do it alone in your living room or invite a partner or grandkid to join in. The rhythm does the work for you, and before you know it, you've been moving for minutes, maybe even half an hour. And here's a little secret. It's not about how you look. It's about how you feel. So go ahead, play that song that always makes you smile, and let your body move however it wants to. Now, we've covered 3 wonderful ways to stay active without walking: seated exercises, chair yoga, and dancing. But we got 2 more to go, and the next one is perfect for those days when you want to take things extra slow. One of the things I love most about these activities is how they fit right into your day. No special equipment, no complicated routines. Just simple, enjoyable ways to keep your body moving. And that brings us to our next way to stay active, which is perfect for those mornings when you wake up feeling a little stiff or just want to start your day on a calm note. 4. Stretching. Wake up your muscles gently. Have you ever noticed how good it feels to stretch when you first get out of bed? That's your body's way of saying, asterisk, hey, let's get things moving. Stretching is one of the easiest and most effective ways to stay flexible, improve circulation, and even reduce those little aches that sometimes creep in as we age. Now, you don't need to twist yourself into a knot. Gentle, slow stretches are all you need. Here's one I do every morning: the overhead reach. Sitting or standing, just slowly raise your arms up toward the ceiling, like you're trying to touch the sky. Hold for a few seconds, then lower them back down. Feels great, doesn't it? Another favorite is the seated forward bend. Sit on the edge of a chair, feet flat on the floor, and slowly hinge forward at your hips, letting your arms dangle toward the ground. You don't have to go far, just until you feel a gentle stretch in your back. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, see if you can relax into it just a tiny bit more. The beauty of stretching is that it's not about pushing yourself. It's about listening to your body. If something feels tight, that's just your body's way of asking for a little attention. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. 5. Resistance bands. Strength training made simple. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Strength training? Isn't that for young people at the gym? Not at all. In fact, keeping your muscles strong is one of the best things you can do to stay independent and mobile as you age. And the best part? You don't need heavy weights, just a simple resistance band. Resistance bands are these stretchy, colorful bands that you can use to add a little challenge to your movements. They're lightweight, easy to store, and you can use them while sitting or standing. Here's a great one to start with: the seated row. Loop the band around a sturdy object like a doorknob or table leg. Hold the ends and gently pull your hands toward your waist, squeezing your shoulder blades together. It's like giving yourself a little hug while working those upper back muscles. Or try the banded leg press. Sit in your chair, loop the band around the bottom of your foot, and gently press your leg forward against resistance. It's a safe way to strengthen your legs without putting pressure on your knees. The key here is to start with light resistance. No need to strain. As you get stronger, you can move up to a firmer band if you want. But even the lightest one will make a difference over time. Now, I want to take a quick moment to remind you why these little movements add up to something big. Every time you stretch, dance, or use that resistance band, you're not just helping your body. You're boosting your mood, your confidence, and even your independence. Something as simple as being able to reach for a high shelf or get up from a chair without help. That's power. And the best part? None of this has to feel like a chore. Put on some music while you stretch. Invite a friend over to try chair yoga with you. Keep your resistance band by the TV and use it during commercials. It's all about finding what works for you. I'd love to hear, have you ever tried resistance bands or a stretching routine? What worked for you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're enjoying these tips, don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you never miss our next one. Now, we've covered 4 fantastic ways to stay active without walking, but I've saved one of my favorites for last. Something that's not just good for your body, but also your mind. As we've been talking about all these wonderful ways to stay active, I've been thinking about my Aunt Rose. She just turned 80 last month. And let me tell you, she's got more energy than some folks half her age. And her secret? She calls it moving with purpose. It's not about exercise for the sake of exercise. It's about finding little ways to keep her body engaged while doing the things she loves. And that brings us to our 5th and final way to stay active after 60, which is perfect for anyone who wants to combine movement with a little mental boost. 5. Gardening. nature's perfect workout. Now, I can already see some of you nodding along, because if there's one thing so many of us love as we get older, it's spending time in the garden. But here's the thing, gardening isn't just about pretty flowers or fresh tomatoes, though those are definitely perks. It's also a fantastic way to stay active without even realizing it. Think about it, planting seeds is like a gentle squat. Pulling weeds works your arms and core. Even watering your plants gets you moving in ways that keep your joints happy. And the best part? It doesn't feel like exercise. It feels like joy. Now, if bending down is tough for you, no problem at all. Try container gardening or raised beds. They let you enjoy all the benefits without the strain. My neighbor George built himself a waist-high planter box, and now he grows herbs and flowers all year round. He says it's his favorite kind of workout. And let's not forget the other perks of gardening. Fresh air, sunshine, hello, vitamin D, and that wonderful sense of accomplishment when you see something you planted start to grow. It's good for your body and your soul. So let's take a quick look back at what we covered. 5 simple, enjoyable ways to stay active after 60. No walking required. 1. Seated exercises, little movements that add up to big strength. 2. Chair yoga, flexibility and relaxation, all from your favorite chair. 3. Dancing, because joy is just as important as exercise. 4. Stretching, the easiest way to keep your body feeling loose and limber. 5. Gardening, nature's way of keeping you moving. Now, here's the most important thing to remember. You don't have to do all of these at once. Start with 1. Try for a week. See how you feel. Then maybe add another. Small steps lead to big changes, and the goal here isn't perfection. It's progress. I want to leave you with one last thought. A few years ago, I met a woman named Evelyn at one of our community classes. She told me, "I spent so many years thinking I was too old to start something new. Then I realized I'm not getting any younger waiting for the right time." That stuck with me, because the truth is, there's no right age to start taking care of yourself. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, your body, yes, your body, is capable of amazing things when you give a little love and attention. So why not pick one thing from this video and try it today? Just 5 minutes. That's all. And if you're feeling up to it, come back and tell me how it went in the comments. I'd love to cheer you on. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, do me a favor. Hit that like button so I know you like more content like this. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. We got so many more tips and ideas to help you live your best, healthiest life after 60. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for spending this time with me today. Remember, age is just a number, but how you feel, that's what really matters. Here's to moving with purpose, enjoying every day, and living life on your own terms. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.